All right, people. Anybody home? You say hi to us. Okay. Anybody home? We're here for the people. Many people ask me on social media to come and talk. So that's why I'm here for. So feel free, people, to come here and talk instead of yeah, it happened again. We threw our lead away. Now we have to catch up and hope that somebody else drop point. You know, it's not in our hands anymore. Anybody home? If there is anybody here home, you can tell us what do you think. Phantom said it's all for focusing on college. We can win. We can win without Lukaku. Well, it's very easy to blame just one person, though. Very easy now to single somebody that you don't really like and make theories and narratives. But if you look at the situation as a whole, we are lacking something as a team. You know, we got found out, and we have to figure out another way of winning games and also play to the player's strength. You can blame Lukaku or whatever you want, but when you don't put Lukaku in the conditions to score, and then it's gonna be a problem. When you have only one way of playing football and one way only, and you want everybody to adapt to your system and not you adapting to players, there's a problem. You have to always try to be like Pep Guardiola, where, you know, he can have, 11 injuries, and he will always find a way to play differently. Different ways, twist things around, play people out of position or whatever it is. At the end, it works. So he can play 3 at the back, 4 at the back, 5 at the back, whatever it is. Twist 2 in front, 1 in front, nobody in front. It's all the same result. That is the way we're supposed to be. Not only blame Lukaku just because he doesn't score, and apparently when he's not there, we're scoring. It just, can't you think that it could also be the system? It could be something else, not only Lukaku to blame. Yeah, I will take calls very soon, though. I'm gonna have to read some comment and try to structure the stream before I start taking calls. And I'm gonna be here depending on how enthusiastic people are to talk, because it's a therapy, not for me, it's for people. Okay, so okay, people. So what are we gonna do now is so we have here what are we gonna try to talk here? Thomas Tuchel tactics. We're gonna talk also about our strikers not scoring. It's only players to blame, or the system to blame, or who's to blame. And whose idea was that to go and spend 100 million on Lukaku if you can't use him the right way? Just like Conte said, that, you know, you have to find a way to use him. Now he's isolated and kind of doing nothing, because it's kind of a focal point. Like people can see if Lukaku is not moving, and then like you playing 10 against 11, right? They can lock him down because he doesn't move. So I think that is mostly because of the manager and tactics, because he was moving at Inter. He was moving, dropping back a little bit, try to participate to the game, because he even said that he hate playing with his back toward the goal. So he liked to participate and be part of that kind of hurricane thing. But he can also play with his back toward the goal. But it doesn't mean that every time we have just to leave him in front there just like a tree and then wait for... System is not the problem, but our players. Those goals were from our stupid mistakes. Okay. So when we were conceding goals last season, you said that it was Lampard can't get the best out of it. Now everybody is talking about it. It's about the players, but not the manager anymore. You see how we can flip-flop all the time, depending on who is in charge. Last season, it's Lampard, don't know how to do, don't know how to defend, don't know what system we are conceding goals. It's somebody need to coach them. Now we have the master himself, and all of a sudden, it becomes stupid mistakes. I even remember last season when Kepa Arrizabalaga was awful. Every shot on target is a goal, and people try to defend him just because they don't like Lampard. It's Lampard's fault because he's an average manager. He can't get the best out of a top-class goalkeeper. Everything is on Lampard. But now, Werner, he can't score. Talent, we got a lot of money. We spend money. What is happening now? The same people flip again. It's become the players. You said everybody in the defense was world-class. Look at how they are exposed. Many of them been average players, taking advantage from the manager bounce, taking advantage of the system protecting them. But in the Premier League, there is so much you can do. You're gonna get found out. The end of the day, you're gonna be exposed. If you are average, you are average. You can be protected for a while. When we figure out how to block you, that's it. People like Jorginho, Rudiger, and all those people. They are good players. I respect them. But not what people try to make it. Look at how Thomas Tuchel get the best out of them. Blah, 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 blah. Now, to protect Thomas Tuchel, it became, they are just average, is individual mistakes. Back then, when it was individual mistakes like Kepa Arrizabalaga, every shot on target is, you can't save that. The defense didn't protect him. It's Lampard's fault. When Antonio Rudiger got destroyed, last season, at the same stadium, West Ham United, what people said is Lampard's fault. Today, he got completely outclassed by Mikel Antonio again. And then, now people try to blame Rudiger and not the manager. How that works, my friend? How that works? Just let's be honest a little bit here. Even if you don't like somebody, be fair. Be fair. And I know those players being average, they got protected by the system for a little while, and then they got found out. Simple as that. That's what I said under Lampard, and people didn't believe me because they didn't like him. But now that the truth is out, the same people are flip-flopping. As you said on your preview video, Timo and Lukaku have to start scoring. Yeah. You can say, but they have to score. They have to start though. George, wait, I'm gonna take you very, very soon. And Timo need to start practicing scoring. Yeah. How many years he need to practice though? The problem is, Thomas Tuchel said that he doesn't have to practice because he knows how to do it. It's gonna come. You need time. Remember on his press conference? How can you say that? Timo Werner asked him to go practice and he was like, you don't have to practice. Because you know everything since when you were 6. Just wait, it's gonna come to you. But we know in professional football, you have to practice because practice will make perfect. But he doesn't want him to practice. Now you are paying the consequence. But for Tammy Abraham, just one mistake and then he's killed. One time, done. You are out forever. You throw him under the bus immediately. in public shaming him, but for other people, oh, wait, they are good. They are good. They need time. They need to be protected. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Ogs. Yay, Mr. Tragic TV. Congratulations already, because tomorrow you're going to smash. You're going to smash, I don't know what team, Crystal Palace. I don't see Crystal Palace winning tomorrow. And this is a motivation for United. When Chelsea lose like that, it's going to motivate United. It's going to motivate other teams to go and win their games. They're going to win. We are Chelsea. We just charity, man. It's crazy how much can change in one match day. Well, it's not only one. We've been having those red flags, warnings everywhere, alarm, pumping everywhere. We just don't learn. So far, how many good games we really played? Yeah, you're going to tell me, oh, Norwich City. Okay, because you score 7 against the 20th of the table. It's okay. And I recognize we play good against Liverpool. But other than that, many games we won, of course. But I've been telling people, every review that I make, be careful. People call me, oh, you're not happy about anything. You know, you don't like the manager, that's why. You are Sarri boy or Lampard boy because you criticize the manager. I was saying we have to be proactive. Our fans are so reactive in the Chelsea community. We just react after a result like that. Didn't you see all this for 2 years that we need to work on systems? Look at Pep Guardiola. Look at Klopp. When somebody is not there, they twist the system another way to adapt to that player, to other players. They get the same result. For us, 3 at the back or nothing. You do my way or no way. Where is our plan B? I've been telling people all this time. I've been telling people about Jorginho. Jorginho, all my girls and all my people at home, like Christmas is coming here, I have to buy like 5 shirts of freaking Jorginho, number 5 at the back, right? It's okay. They don't want me even to talk or mention Jorginho here in my own house. But I've been telling them, Jorginho being protected by the system. I don't like this kind of players. That is just my opinion. I like somebody who can play a lot of direct football, rarely back pass when it needed or sideways. I'm used to people like Fabregas or Matic or, you know, Michael Essien, people like that, Jordan B. Mikel, people who will go for war. I'm used to those kind of players. And people, oh, no, Jorginho, world class, wow, what is happening? So, it is what it is, man. And people say the same for Rudiger. Rudiger, yeah, give him whatever he wants. $500,000 a week. Give him whatever he's going to demand. He deserves money, okay? I tell people, he's been protected by the system. He was awful under Conte, awful under Sarri, awful under Lampard. Now, the system protected him for 6 months under Thomas Tuchel. People don't listen because you are winning. You don't have the right to say anything when you are winning because you hate. You don't tell the truth. Okay, Mr. Oli at the wheel. Mr. George, what do you have to say?
Sorry, I'm playing my Fortnite event at the moment.
Okay, no problem, George. You don't have to apologize.
Can I join after?
Yeah. I'm going to be here for a long time. Yeah. George, you can join anytime. People, you have the link there on top of the chat. I'm here for therapy. I'm here for people. You have to call. You have to comment. You have to send your questions. Otherwise, I'm going to go. I didn't sleep last night until now. I tried to have a nap. I can't. How can you have a nap? All of a sudden, everything is out of our hands. I have been telling, what's here? Let me read. I have been telling Rudiger is somehow being protected by Chilwell and Kovacic, Kante, I hate the fact that everyone is looking at our manager to produce some winning magic. Well, that's what everybody was asking when Lampard was there. That's the problem. I don't have any Lampard don't pay me or Sarri don't pay me. But when you are so harsh, some people being so evil, it's hate. But the same problem is happening now. You try to bail out the manager. You try to bail out the manager for what? Just be honest. Now you are blaming players. Back then, the manager couldn't get the best out of the best, the world class. You know. Back then, Werner was world class. Everybody, including Kepa Arrizabalaga, all of them world class. But this guy here is making them average because he doesn't know how to coach. And all of a sudden, oh, the manager is not the manager anymore. Why can't you ask the same question? If we twist the system a little bit, we play a different system, the game management is different, are we going to get another result? Why Lukaku have to be standing in the box just like a tree, not moving, not doing anything? Why are you putting him to begin with? When you have Christian Pulisic on the bench, if you want more flexibility. I don't know. Lukaku is there. You play him to his strength. You twist the system a little bit to adapt him. But now our manager, when we lost today, I knew Man City and Liverpool. Yeah, they are just they're not gonna miss such an occasion. You know, an opportunity like this. They're not. The last minute or the last second, Origi, that guy always scores important game, important whatever. Bobby Smokey is in the house. Bobby.
Hey, Ogs.
Yes, sir.
Ogs.
Yes, sir.
You know, you're saying that Lukaku's there, we should play to his strengths.
Mm-hmm.
What are his strengths, Og? What are his strengths?
What his strengths?
He's immobile.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing in the Premier League where you have big centre backs wanting to battle with you. Mm-hmm. He doesn't play. He doesn't make himself available for space. Now I understand. Okay, he's not fit yet, but the little time he was on. There were certain things he was doing that was just not acceptable.
But how he started very good, like he just needed like half a chance to score back then.
You say he started very good?
Yeah.
How?
Because he was scoring like every single game against Arsenal, against I don't know what team again.
Lukaku has only scored 3 goals. In 10 games plus, he's only scored 3 goals. You know, I was looking at a stat on Twitter and it was mentioned on GMTV that Pukki has scored more goals than Lukaku. Pukki of Norwich, and that's 4 goals. His returns is very poor. And what's going on with him right now is highly disturbing.
Okay.
You know, Lukaku has got to do better. We had Giroud, who came in, he did a good job. At least he was a hold-up play man, just like Lukaku. But you will never find Giroud hiding behind the opposition centre-backs like Lukaku. You'll never find Giroud waiting for the ball to be played exactly to his feet before he could even try and do something. I mean, we need to speak the truth. This guy is a problem. And unless he improves, we have just thrown 97 million pounds away.
Yeah, Bobby, I have a question.
I think that there's time. We need to give him time. He needs to get fit. But what he's producing now is not acceptable. You know, I wasn't really a fan to get him in the first place.
Okay, that was the question that I wanted to ask. So you already answered that.
I wasn't. But when he was bought, I thought, right, he loves
Let's
Chelsea.
support him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
exactly
what I did too.
I will be blind to what he's doing. You know, it's like Mendy. Mendy is a wonderful goalkeeper. He's saved us so many times. But he has two flaws in his game. He overplays in the back and he doesn't save penalties. He needs to cut that out. Saving penalties, well, I don't know what he can do about that. That's his training regime. But overplaying in the back, he can stop it. But Lukaku's is terrible, Ogs.
Yeah, man. I agree with you. Listen, brother. Listen, I'm like you. When I had my list and I got murdered by people. My list was Harry Kane, if we can, but it was impossible. And then go to Haaland and go to Lukaku as the third choice if we can't get anybody. But it doesn't mean that I didn't want him. So I wanted somebody to score goals, but I have my choices. 1, 2, 3. You have your, first choice, second choice, third choice. People talk, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Why you hate? Every time you try to give some intellectual kind of analysis on somebody and see that this guy, I don't have a good feeling. You give your opinion, you're in trouble for people like me. But when he comes to my club, I have to support him. No matter who you are, even Morata, I supported Morata. Everybody, even Saul Niguez now, I continue to support him, even though I didn't want him at the club. Because you play for my club, I have to respect you. But now, he's showing a lot of weaknesses, man. I don't know. Lukaku.
You know another thing, Orgs? Last season, we had 3 strikers. Yeah?
Yeah.
This season, we have 2. So we've not strengthened, we've weakened. Now, Armando Broja is at Southampton on loan. And he's not starting. He's coming off the bench. What is the point of that? We could do with him at Chelsea, doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Because now we don't have Havertz, who now will appreciate his mobility because he's got an injury.
Yeah.
And, I really hope it doesn't last long. I hear he's twisted his ankle. Where do we go from here? We've got Werner that misses for fun.
Yeah.
And we really could have done with Armando Broja because at least he's more clinical. Even if he's
young.
Less Premiership exposed.
Yeah.
Now, in his case, I can understand them sending him on loan. But okay, let's look at it this way. There's a response I made on social media in a private chat forum. I was talking to the guys there, and I said, look, at the beginning of the season or at the start of any venture, you risk assess it. And then you make plans for when there's a crisis. So within the crisis, you have plans to deal with it.
Yeah.
Now, at the beginning of the season, nobody made an assessment of Chelsea's squad. We just put a mishmash of numbers together, such that the left back is now injured and there's no left back replacement. Don't talk about Alonso. Alonso is not a replacement to Chilwell. Right back, we have problems. We've got Aspie, who's aged. The centre backs, we don't have enough. Midfield, we don't have enough. Forwards, we don't have enough. So what we have at Chelsea is numbers and not strength in depth.
That's correct.
Because, you look at Man City, and although if they had the number of injuries we have, they would have problems. But if you see the players that they were bringing on today, you could see the strength in depth.
Yeah.
De Bruyne's off. They've got Gundogan and what's the name? Bernardo. Is it?
Yeah, Silva. That guy, man.
Playing well.
Yeah.
And, we don't really have that. I mean, Ruben did well, But outside Ruben, who else could play in that midfield? Nobody. Is it Barkley? Perhaps.
Yeah.
Is it Saul? Well, we've all seen what happens there.
Yeah.
The planning has been poor. So it's not really a matter of the system. It's a matter of the personnel.
Okay. Yeah, so the personnel are very poor. The problem I have this because even somebody here just is attacking me here on comment telling, oh, Lampard FC. I don't have anything to do with Lampard, by the way. I don't get paid. I don't care. But the problem is the injustice and all the insult that guy got just because of certain players that back then were hiding their, like the flaws. We can see how poor they are right now. They are exposed. But when you have that purple patch and you start winning games and, oh, you see, I was telling you it was the manager. My problem is back then when I was making videos saying that those players are not good enough for now, they have to improve. They need to work or they need time. Nobody wanted to hear, okay? They said Werner was world class. Kepa was world class. Anything that happened is the manager, is the coaching. But now it's everybody can see that certain players have been exposed. We've been found out. That is my problem that I have here. But yeah, I don't really care if people can attack you. I don't care. Like, this is what you don't put yourself in this kind of things if you are not strong enough to handle a punch. So
you know what, Orgs?
Yes, sir.
Timo Werner is an enigma. In that he does everything right, but finish.
Yeah.
He does everything. If Timo Werner was finishing, he would be a striker of the quality of Mo Salah, even better.
Yeah.
Now, how do you fix that? I'm not too sure. But what I do know is that what Timo offers the team is far more than what Lukaku offers the team. Because Lukaku's not scoring anyway.
And he's
so
not
why
moving.
not have somebody that can create chances? Lukaku's not scoring, he's not creating, he's not really doing anything. He's not even taking away defenders. Because what you have, I remember certain things from the game where Callum Hudson-Odoi came on, he was dribbling on the left, he was looking for who to feed the ball.
Yeah.
And there's Lukaku standing behind
both defenders and the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Looked
so
like
Callum
he was
had
hiding.
no one to give the ball to. If Lukaku had stepped back to have him to have him be able to square it back, at least then the defenders have something to think about. Do we go forward to mark Lukaku, or do we stay where we are in case Callum shoots? And you see the problem they have. Because if they stay where they are, he would have squared to Lukaku, who probably could have hit it into the goal. If they come for Lukaku, he then has space to go for goal himself. You see what I mean? Movement. Lukaku is static. And
my problem
waiting.
is, Bobby, I have a question here. Who made the decision to bring Lukaku in? Is the board or Thomas Tuchel? Because when in his press conference, he said Lukaku is somebody that he always wanted. He got some quality and profile that we need in the team to, hold the ball and whatever. He said a lot. I think I'm going to work on the video tonight, another video to put that clip on the video. But who made that decision?
You see, at Chelsea, there's something we do which I find a bit frustrating. We look for the easy target.
Okay.
For some reason, there's one person in the board that people seem afraid to point the finger at.
Who?
Marina.
Yeah.
Why are we afraid? There has been no exec at Chelsea that has been given all this much of a pass from the fan base. And the only thing I can think of is because she's a woman. And to me, that's dangerous.
Exactly.
You see, if somebody, because of their gender, is beyond reproach, then you can use that person to do any sort of harm you want whatsoever, because they're given a free pass to mess up.
Exactly. They're
now,
always
she's
right.
been making quite a few very, very wrong decisions. And this faffing about with the contracts is an example. You know, Rudiger's not signing, Christensen's not signing. So what exactly are you doing? You go around telling everybody, or people try to hail you as this great negotiator. What are you negotiating? Are you negotiating the club to disaster? I mean, what's going on? And you have to give responsibility for the purchase of Lukaku down to her. But people will find an easier outlet and say, oh, it's Tuchel. Tuchel, what do you expect him to say?
That's the problem.
What do you expect him to say? He understood that the Haaland situation was unnecessarily expensive. You know, fair enough. But so much time was spent chasing Haaland that in the end, it was a bit of a panic when they turned to Lukaku.
Just like what happened to Kepa. I'm not carrying you, Bobby. We went for Alisson Becker, right? And then we took our time. We tried to put the price down and blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden, Liverpool went there, bought him, and then we panicked by the last minute. Oh, my gosh. We went for Lukaku without... Lukaku?
Yeah.
We went for Kepa Arrizabalaga without, like, you know...
Now, the question lies, wouldn't it have been better to get a less profile striker who's more mobile, probably better at finishing, than spend all that money on somebody that's immobile?
I remember back then, Bobby, I was even suggesting like the Portuguese guy who just moved to Frankfurt. What is his name again? I will remember the name. But he was playing in Germany. Like, sometimes you are right. Some low-profile players that can be more productive than a high-profile that not doing anything. And then you spend like Cora the money. You save the money. If that low-profile is not doing good, you can now go and buy a big gun. If you have to wait a little bit, but.
You know, Orgs,
yes, sir.
You know, people will say, oh, hindsight is a good thing. And perhaps it is. But I was always concerned about Lukaku for this very reason. And, you know, I pray all of a sudden he proves me wrong and he's ripping up trees.
We all want
fantastic
him to score.
But that has been my concern with him. And another thing, Saul Niguez.
Another one.
I was always saying, look, why are Atletico so keen to get rid of this guy if he's all that?
Yeah.
And now we know why. So what now? We're paying Niguez, what, 200K? And we can't give that to Rudiger? Does that even make sense?
Doesn't make any sense.
You know, we didn't even need to get him. There's Ampadu. I couldn't understand why they let Dejan Sterling go on loan. That really,
really hurt, because he was in pre-season. He was very good.
He was
very good.
So these are really, I mean, if we want to be honest, these are board decisions. They're not coming from Tuchel, and this is why Antonio Conte fell out with Marina and left. Because of some of the crazy signings she was making in and around him that he didn't like.
I remember when Antonio Conte said that Barkley was a good business for the club, and he also said the same for, I think, Danny Drinkwater. He said that it was a very good business. That's how he called it. It's a good business for the club. But, you know, kind of saying like I didn't want him, kind of. Conte back in the day, I'm talking about here.
And it was all these overriding people with football decisions that drove out Emanalo in the end.
Yeah.
He just looked at it and said, well, you know, there's no going forward here. Plus all the stick he was getting. I'm out of here. And he left her to it.
He left.
And now we are still... I mean, I think this whole Rudiger Christensen situation has got to be the last straw. If we lose one or both of them, questions have to be asked fearlessly. You know, I'm not into all this. You know, I think as a fan base, because we're all mostly guys, and our instinct, you know, is to protect our women. That's normal.
Yeah, that is normal.
You know, but we have to get away from that. This isn't about that. This is business. Yeah. You've walked into the kitchen, so you've got to deal with the heat. And if you're not able to deal with the heat, get out. You know, that's my take on the whole thing. Yeah. I'm very disappointed. I'm very worried as well, because I know this December period, we don't have injuries that we can hope to return very quickly.
Yeah.
You know, even Kovacic, if he's returning, you know, after the injury he's had, he's going to need some time to get up to speed.
Exactly.
You can't just throw him into the squad. And if you do, it's dangerous. You're risking him getting further injured.
Exactly.
Chalobah, I don't think we'll see him in December. I'm not sure.
No.
Does that mean we're going to be forced to play Thiago throughout December?
That's the problem, though. Wow.
He's 37 years old.
Why did we let Zuma go? Now we are lucky.
There you go.
We are lucky.
There you go. Zuma was meant to have gone in order for Jules Koundé to come, correct?
And, yeah.
Where's Jules Koundé?
Yeah, Jules Koundé didn't come, so...
You see, there's so many things that are happening. You know, you're using a non-footballing person
to
making all these key footballing decisions, and then backing off from responsibility. So when it goes well, everybody praises this person. When it goes bad, we're looking for other scapegoats.
Yeah, exactly, Bobby. That is
who does that? Who has a job like that? I can't think of anybody who's employed under those sort of conditions.
Yeah, she's in a very privileged position. Nobody can say anything. It is what it is.
Apart from Bobby, who gets the pelters. Honestly, the pelters I get. You know, one guy was sending me. I had to block him in the end. You know, I was like, "Listen, mate, this is, you know, you what is it? You misogynist. You this, you that, you that." I said, "Mate,
okay."
I don't need to hear this from you.
Yeah,
I'm just giving you my opinion as to what is happening. I'm not here to pander to anybody's political views on this.
That's exactly.
Anyway.
All right, people. So I'm gonna answer to a few questions. Mr. Oaks, consider making those outside video as you used to do. Much appreciated. Yeah, those outside videos, my brother. It takes me like 4 or 5 hours to find those clips, to make it funny, to make it good, to make it, you know, watchable sometimes, because I can be very harsh. So I have to make my videos also watchable for people. A little bit of comedy and all those clips that I have to find that no copyright content. And sometimes you get those clips, you post a video, and then YouTube block them because somebody claimed them. So it's a lot of work, and at the end sometimes, you know, people don't even watch them. You know what I mean? But I still make them, and yeah, I will continue to do when I have time. But I have a family, bro. I have a job, a normal job to do. So sometimes it's easier for me just to go live like this, talk to people. Christensen is a fraud. He need to go. Come on, Mr. Durs or Mr. Clark. How do you call Christensen a fraud and he's not a Danish Maldini? Come on. Don't call people fraud here. Christensen showed people that he's a good player. I think this is the reason United now trying to put an appropriate man to correct their football decisions going forward. Yeah, United now, they are putting somebody like, you know, That guy, he got a football brain. That's why we let Emenalo go for no reason, and people celebrated. People made videos about, oh, Emenalo was the problem. For what? He brought you De Bruyne. He brought you Lukaku, young Lukaku back in the day, Eden Hazard, all the big names. You didn't want to use them. He brought you Salah. He built himself that academy. All the players that you see today, okay? You Mason Mount, Reece James or whatever. Those are fruit of the work that Emenalo did. But all of a sudden, he became the problem, okay? Specialist online, I don't know where they got those information, but it's just fake news, blaming innocent people. Okay, so, okay. Good evening, everybody. Collins, thank you so much for being here. So I'm done with all the comment. Bobby, do you have anything to add, brother, before I start wrapping up this?
No, nothing. Just thanks for having me again. I hope I've managed to keep you a little bit of company. And,
yeah, thank you for helping, man. I needed somebody to help me here because it's hard.
Need to look onwards and upwards. We've got Zenit next, and then we've got Leeds, so it doesn't get any easier.
Yeah, and for people who always look on paper and we're gonna beat them, that is paper. That is on paper. Those
Absolutely.
We're going to Russia. Zenit is in Russia, right? Very cold there. It's gonna be snowing, not an easy one. And you come back and you have to face Leeds, who are playing like 100 miles a minute or something. Another tough game. But fingers crossed, we can figure out how to start winning some games. Yeah.
All right, Oaks.
All right, babe, Bobby. Get some rest, brother. Get some rest. A very tough day at work, and then come back home and with all this, it's just drink something and go to sleep or something. Thank you,
All right,
Bobby.
Oaks. Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much, my brother. Bobby is gone. Anybody, if you wanna come quickly because I need to go. If you don't wanna comment, and then I'm gonna have to leave, man. I need to do something else. Let me read a few more questions before I leave. Mr. Ray says Zuma, Emerson, Giroud, and Broja all shouldn't have been sold. Yeah, I respect your opinion. We didn't sell Broja though. Broja went on loan to have playing time, but I know what you mean. And for Emerson is somebody like, I'm not gonna lie, okay? I wanted him to go because he doesn't play a lot, and many times that he's been on the field, it's just like caused a lot of stuff. I still remember against Spurs, I think in the Carabao Cup or something, when he came on and immediately we conceded because he can't track back. He just always like loses his man. He's just like kind of distracted, but scored some important goals. Scored in the Champions League against what team again? Atleti, right? So yeah, he needed just to go, man, for Emerson. But Zuma is the one that I didn't like even hear anything selling him and getting Kunde. No. You know, I have videos, man. Everything on the record. I said, don't sell Zuma. I don't want a Kunde because Kunde, what people don't understand is Kunde is good in La Liga. He's short. He's less than 6. And people think that you're going to come and immediately replace Kurt Zuma. Well, if we play him from a different position, like in the midfield, like a CDM or something, or from the right-hand side of front, let's say 3 or 4, it could work. But replacing a centre-back like Zuma, imposing, powerful, with a short guy like him in the Premier League, he's going to get bullied. That's what I said. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to flip-flop. So, Christensen is one of the best in the world. That is from Collins. Mohammed said that lead now is tough. Every game is tough, my brother. Every game. Look at what Sean Dyche did to us with Burnley. Boom. They took... I don't want to even Don't remind me even that, man. Don't remind me even that. Losing is one of the business. It's a part of the business. That's what you mean, right? Yeah, losing is part of the business. Not where you are fighting for the title, man, and you keep on like dropping silly point on the way, you know. Against United, the game was there to win. We didn't do it against many teams, you know. And we were lucky to win against the Brentford. Look to the Brentford, yeah, Brentford, and also what team again? Watford. Look how City completely destroyed them today. Okay. You miss Biliesta. Billy Gilmore. Bobby always said that Billy should have stayed. So I respect people's opinions. Just I think that certain players needed to go on loan to have playing time. We should now recall Emerson in January. He's on loan there, right? Probably with option to buy or something like that. Let him go, man. Probably just go for Jan Madsen, the young Dutchman from the Championship or whatever. Bring him back, and Saul Niguez, we need to get some money out of him. Play him from that wing back position. Probably a couple times, and let's see how it goes. If it doesn't work from there, and then bye-bye, no problem. But also, I'm not against playing Kalim Hussein-Odoi from the left-hand side. Yeah, I know. I said that I don't want to see him moving positions, but mostly moving him from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, because he's right-footed, so it's gonna be easier for him to play as left wing back than right wing back. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. I played a little bit football back in the day, got paid some money, paid my college for playing football and all that, so I know what I'm talking about. You don't see the pitch the same way from different positions. And certain players can adapt, quickly they adapt. But other players just don't force, because it's just not going to work. That's the way I see Kalim Hussein-Odoi from the right-hand side. Jimmy. Mr. Jimmy say, we will bounce back. I am not worried. Some players made mistakes. We will be okay. Yeah. That is good, though. That is a good therapy. But inside you know that we are struggling, bro. When you have a team like Man City, they are winning for fun, scoring goals for fun. Mo Salah with Liverpool, scoring for fun. And you have us, we can't even score a damn goal. That is a worry for me. That is really a worry for me. Okay, so just when I wanted to go, and then I have like tons of thousands of questions. Oh, this time that Bobby was here to help me, you didn't want to ask anything. Ake is short too, but he's good. Height doesn't matter, Mr. Ogs, as long as you can jump. Well, Ake is not even number 1 at Man City. That tells you everything. Yeah, size matter in the Premier League. Just defend, okay? Do you remember those pictures where N'Golo Kante was defending against Van Dijk, right? Yeah, that is a good one to say, but it's on paper, my brother. It's on paper. You can't. There's nothing you can do with a size with people who are taller than you. Look at Kepa Arrizabalaga, right? Let me give you an example. That is another case, but let me make my case here. Kepa Arrizabalaga, every time he goes the right way, he touches the ball with his fingertips, but always goes at the back of the net. Why? Because he's missing those inches. Yeah, I know if you are short, you have to time nicely, but you're not going to time all the time nicely in the Premier League, because people are pushing you around. The referee is not protecting you. You are on your own. You have to battle with somebody who is taller than you. With Van Dijk, for example, Matip, you have to to deal with them. So the size is going to matter at some point. When you are less than 6, man, that is just on paper, but No, not for me. I can't imagine when we will. It will be time that where we were gonna be top of the table. I am losing hope. You are losing hope. Yeah, you are always negative though. Today is kind of you telling me I told you so, right? Because you tell me the same. Every single game you come and you tell me we're gonna lose. And when we win, you disappear. You don't say anything. So today was your day. You said it as per usual. And we lost. So congratulations to you. Man City winning the league. If Chelsea cannot, Liverpool will crumble. How do you know that? You never know. Origi is scoring goals. I know people are talking about African Cup of Nations. But Liverpool can find different ways. They still have Jota. They still have Origi. They still have very, very good players from the academy. All of them scoring for fun. They have different systems to adapt to the players that they have. So I don't think it's going to affect them that much in January because of the African Cup of Nations money and Salah. We don't have to recall Emerson. Madsen can do the job for Chelsea. I agree with you. We need proper decision on January for Marina. I don't want to hear social media politics about us making profit. We won the UCL, and Marina decide to do business. I don't know what you mean by that. It's still too early. Still too early to do what? I don't know. Who was that who said that Declan Rice should not come to Chelsea? Those guys should get out of here. Yeah, Declan Rice is proving online expert wrong because they don't like him for some reason. That guy completely destroy your team. Every time we play them, Declan Rice always destroy us. So being an English and from the academy is really a sin for many people online. They don't appreciate the fact that we have our own kid. Don't you think that the Mendy needs challenge? For what? Mendy been awful, not really awful, but been off a little bit for at least 3 games or so now. But before that, he was immense. So maybe it's a wake-up call for him. What challenge? So you want to bring Kepa Arrizabalaga back and you're going to start complaining about those long-range shots that everybody say that you can't save them. They are unsavable. But Mendy saved them all the time. Even today, he was awful, but few times he was immense. You know, the last time even against Watford, he was there. He saved us literally. So you don't give up on people just because they are struggling. This is the moment that they need us to support them. Not all the time that we need to ask for their head. Okay. Chelsea needs to call up Buyamba now, playing him alongside Thiago Silva and so he can get more experience. He trains a lot with the first team, so I don't know if it's time. Probably in the Carabao Cup or something if we play against a weaker team, or if we have more injuries, we don't have any choice but to call the young man. Okay, BFTV, when I always feel a loss, we always win. That's why I always say I don't feel good about the game. Okay. Congratulations to Broja with a goal. What a goal today, man. That is intelligence, you know? Like IQ. He knows how to shoot the ball, when to shoot the ball, when to take his time, when to take his extra time. He's speedy. Very, very, very fast, and he doesn't look the ball. That like the kind of players that I like. You don't look at the ball. You're just running and scanning the whole field, which is different with Werner, because when Werner is running, his head is always down, watching the ball, and he's gonna make those stupid blind passes to the box. Sometimes it can work, and he's a genius. And when 99% of the time, they don't work. But he continues to do the same. And then people are going to criticize academy. What is the difference? Why are you going to get rid of Tammy Abraham and go spend money on bringing people who will be worse than him? So what? We sold him to, that is, we get making stupid decision. Our academy players have been good, but we sell them like they are nothing. Yeah, that's what I just said. We sell our academy product because it's always better somewhere else, according to Chelsea online expert Saul Niguez. I still remember Saul Niguez need to come because Ruben is nothing, Barkley is nothing, Gallagher is nothing. He's not Chelsea level. Let's go and get that boy. He's the La Liga. People pulled out all the compilation on YouTube. Come on. Even Morata looked like Maradona on YouTube. People will bring some goals. Oh, look at long shot. How many of them? After how many years? Tell me. But people will bring those clips and put everything together, make it look like, oh my goodness, look at that. I always tell people to be careful. Be careful what you wish for. Now it's all about, oh, Hakim Ziyech out. Let's go get whatever. Kielza. Yeah, he's different. He's going to kill it. Yeah, don't compare him with... we say the same thing for Werner. We say the same thing for Kai Havertz. It might take him a lot of time to wait. Okay? And adapt in the Premier League. You can score in the Bundesliga, La Liga, French League, or whatever league you're coming from. But this is the Premier League. Kielza is not the solution immediately. That's the problem. Let's be patient with the players that we bought already. And before even they start performing, we want them out. How that works. Hakim Ziyech is showing people wrong at the moment. Mendy need to be benched. That is your opinion. I don't agree with that. You bench him for who? And then you're gonna complain about those long-range shots, right? When they go at the back of the net. Mendy, why people just lost faith in Mendy just for one game? Today he made 2 mistakes, costly mistakes. But other games, he been awesome. Broja IQ is 400. He can shoot, he can do everything, unlike some of the first team players like Timo Werner and Kovacic. Yeah, that guy can shoot from distance. He can dribble, he can shoot, he can pass the ball. That guy, the speed, he got everything. Like I said, that boy got everything. But keep in mind, he's still a kid, okay? And playing for Southampton or playing for the Chelsea Academy, it's not the same as playing for Chelsea first team, where you have the pressure to win every single game. You hear me? Does that make sense to you? So let's not put a lot of pressure on him. Even if we call him back, he's going to make a lot of mistakes because the pressure on him is going to be too high. And when you have a lot of pressure, you might not perform good. So let's give him time to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. That is the most important. So Broja, yes, but I don't want to see people start calling for his head just because he missed few sitters here and there. Marina just doing business. That's it. Yeah, she's there to negotiate and sign the paper, but you need somebody who is who got some football brand, to help you. But Peter Cech is there. I don't know. To be honest, Broja can do better than Timo because he can run, he can get a chance, he doesn't make extra touch. Yeah, like I just said it. If we recall him, we need to be also patient because it's not going to happen overnight, and he starts scoring in the first team at Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea is a different animal. But I will keep him. I won't spend money on Lukaku 100 million. I will keep Tammy Abraham. I will keep Broja. Give them a chance. Because you spend 100 million. He doesn't score. He doesn't change anything. So why not just save your money and use what you got? Because we don't have time to develop anybody, right? Back in the day, we didn't have time to develop him. That's why we sold him. Chelsea love to buy. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. We are buying machine. You know, it's like we are addicted on spending money. If we don't spend money, fans get so mad. The owner gets so mad. It looks like, okay, we have to buy for the sake of buying. Why are you buying players? For what? Okay, even Chiesa can't save today's game. Chiesa, people get carried away by big names. So when you score many goals in the Bundesliga or whatever, and yeah, he's the next big thing. If you give an example of Werner or example of Joelinton or, Kai Havertz and Lukaku, oh no, he's different. He's different. How do you know that? How do you know he's different? Oh no, he's different. He can play this and that. We all become specialists on something that we don't know. When we are linked with somebody, immediately we know that person better. That person is better than everything that we got. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, we miss Kovacic and N'Golo Kante. I agree with you. Completely, we miss them. The physicality, beating the pressure in the midfield. Kovacic, not a big fan in the final third, but hey, he scored a goal this season. Kovacic scored a goal this season. Respect to him. He got one goal, and for other 50 chances that he got in front of the goal, he skied all of them. I do have so many balls here at the back of my yard because of his shooting. Shoot the airplane, hit the bird, and all that. But this is a progress. He scored a goal, actually. So that means a lot. You know what I mean? But other than that, in the midfield, if you need somebody to help you beat the pressure, dribble past people just like for fun, slow the game down a little bit, give the game a tempo, Kovacic is your guy. But in the final third, my brother, he's going to shoot like a 5-year-old baby. Or the only time that brother shoot like very powerful man shot is going to the moon. That is the only way he can shoot nicely. Other shot is just like a baby, just like making a pass to the goalkeeper. Straight to him. He doesn't even aim a corner or whatever. No, straight. That's the problem we have with him, with Werner. And with Kai Havertz sometimes. But Kai Havertz still, he's still, so-so, 50-50. Man City's next 8 Premier League games are free food on the table. Let's wait and see. It's winter. They might get some injuries. A bad day in the office. They might lose. They lost the first game of the season, actually. Remember? So, man is really wanted Broja in the squad this season because I felt he was going to outscore these big guns and save a lot. He's a special striker. Okay. But me, I'm not going to lie, my friends. I wanted to have a proper striker, Broja, I wanted to give him a chance, but I thought that he needed playing time somewhere. So I'm not going to lie. I was happy that we let him go, develop somewhere. But I wanted a proper striker that can be very clinical. And I have hope, the hope that will kill you, right? I have hope in Werner that this season is Werner's season. I sold you Werner from day one when we signed him. I was like, this is my boy. This is my man. He's gonna score. He's gonna be the golden boot. Right now, I don't think he's gonna be the golden boot anymore for the second season in a row. So I had hope on Werner. I had hope on Kai Havertz. I had hope on whatever striker, proper striker we were going to get. Lukaku was my number 3 on the list, but when we ended up by signing him, I have to support my boy. You are my boy when you sign for my club. Even if I didn't choose you, I will support you. But so far, it's been really, really disappointing. Tell Mr. Ray said that tell Thomas Tuchel to stop playing Alonso and Lukaku. Alonso is good, but he shouldn't be starting for us because of him not taking the knee. So that what taking the knee has to do with playing football? Him not taking the knee is really affecting us. Wow. What a conspiracy theory. I don't know how to respond to that, but I think people... I know people need to... Yeah, you know, I live in America, right? So here there is a freedom for people to do what they want as long as you don't hurt anybody. I don't think Alonso should be blamed for not taking the knee. Zaha is not taking the knee. Ivan Toney is not taking the knee. A lot of black people are not taking the knee because they think we don't have to beg for freedom. Okay? We have to. That is not the way to ask for respect. So they have their own way of seeing things. So I don't really think that not taking the knee is the cause. That is the problem that Chelsea are losing. I don't think so. I don't really think so. I mean, when they're taking the knee, Alonso is going to show respect on the shirt. He shows people, okay, respect. You know, that sign, respect. So, I mean, don't really interpret it that way because I don't really believe on that. Light upon light, we need to sign Hazard on loan because I think we can rekindle his form again and help Chelsea. Hazard is not the same as he left. He's living with a piece of metal on his ankle. A piece of metal. Did you hear me? A piece of something inside your ankle. It's not the same. It's screwed. It's screwed out there to keep it nice in place. So Hazard is not going to be the same again. And I don't want him to come to Chelsea because the same people who praised him yesterday will just boo him. That's what we do. That is Chelsea thing. So I'm going to have to keep him as a legend. I'm going to have to remember that Hazard is our legend. John, give everyone 5 Ogs. We'll understand you. Well, I already made my player ratings. Go on the green turf and look at it. I didn't make my own, but I commented, okay? I reacted on somebody's player ratings, if that makes sense to you. Go there on the green turf, watch the video. My second video of the day, you will see that I already talked about player ratings. There are certain players that I gave 2 out of 10. I don't care. I don't care if people are not happy about it. That is the way I saw things. So they deserve to have 2. Somebody like Edouard Mendy, you know that he's been getting 10 out of 10 from me, right? So now if I give him 1 or 2 and you call me a hater, and then you have to check your freaking head because I have to tell the truth. I don't have to pray to please you all the time or praise somebody just because I like him. You are my boy, but when you do bad things, I'm gonna have to say it. So Kova and Kante is Kova and Kante. They are not Mr. Kingsley. No, they are not fit. That's why they didn't play. So we don't know even when they're coming back. Manuel Ray, what's going on here, people? This link here been there for ages and nobody wanna call. What's going on here? I'm here for the people. I don't want to talk to myself. I was talking for 4 hours. I woke up 4 o'clock this morning. Until now, I haven't get any nap or anything. But I'm here for the people to give you the voice. So you better like the video, share, comment, send your questions, or come through and talk. It's free. You know? Light upon light. One of our problems is that we have no identity when it comes to the front three. There is no consistency out there. Yeah, kind of agree with you. Consistency is lacking too. We keep on changing, toasting, and changing all the time. The few times that Christian Pulisic played as a false nine, we know what happened. We won all the few times that he was there. He always arrived late. And all of a sudden, next morning, you have freaking Werner again in the starting 11. To do what? To run all over the place? I don't know. So we are twisting and changing a little bit too much. We need to create that bond between players. So I kind of agree with you in one sense, but yeah. Hey Rose, Cara Rose, we miss Kova and N'Golo. It's just a few games we already missing Chilwell. Yeah, Chile, I missed him from day one when he got injured. But this is the danger though. This is the danger because we can't become Ben Chilwell FC, N'Golo Kante FC, Mason Mount FC. We have to find ways of winning games without them. It's possible because we have a big squad. Okay? But we don't have many systems. We only have one system and one system only. And we are found out. That's the problem. So not necessarily that the players are bad, but we don't know how to use them because we only know one way of playing football. Okay, Kova shoot on the sky while Timo shoot on the corner flag. Yeah, that is a good one. Yeah, always shooting the yeah, that is a good one. Yeah, very good. Okay, my people. So I'm gonna be here for a little while. Yeah, that was a good one. Kova shoots to the sky while Timo shoots to the corner. And Resista kind of agrees with you. BFTV, come on guys, Lukaku just came from a bad injury. Will I take a few games and at the top? I assume he's gonna start against Zenit and all that. Yeah, before the injury, he was 7 games without a goal and he was awful. He was missing one-on-ones, incredible chances that has nothing to do with his position, nothing to do with anything. It just has something to do with skill to score. So I understand you. We have to be patient. But when you spend 100 million on somebody, you let somebody like Tammy Abraham go, that people were getting on Tammy Abraham 24/7. You wish that you get somebody who won't ever miss a goal, right? Now what is happening? What is happening? That is a Chelsea thing. I'm a very patient guy. Everybody knows about it. I always protect players, give them time. But there are certain players or certain managers who don't get any sympathy from the fans. Everything is on them. Everything. But certain people need to, we need to wait. We need to give them time. You don't have to practice. It's gonna come to you. Your time is coming. And all the BS. Okay. Okay, we need a proper playmaker as a very good one. What do you mean, Cara Rose? What do you mean by player maker? Like a very good one. Just be specific, like a proper number 10, a proper a winger that can really, take the game to the next level. What do you mean by proper? Because let's face it, we don't really have a problem creating. We are creating but not scoring. So for me, we need somebody clinical. We need those player makers also to shoot. Look at the goal from Mason Mount. If you don't shoot, you don't score. It's simple as that. You have to try different things. Look at the pass from Hakim Ziyech and look at that one time. Bam! Goal. That's what you need sometimes. You have to shoot. You know what I mean? You can be as player maker as you want, like Kovacic. He's gonna dribble. He's enjoying dribbling people. And then all of a sudden, no assist, no shot on target. For what? So what the heck? Why do we have to watch you dribbling past everybody and not doing anything with the ball at the end? You see what I mean? Please, can you send me? Whoa. What is this? Those are the things that you talk in public, in private. You talk about those demands in private, bro. Didier Drogba struggled his first 2 seasons before starting to kill football. Same might happen to Timo Werner. This is just a coincidence. Yeah, I agree, but that is the problem. When it comes to Chelsea Academy product, nobody gave them the benefit of the doubt. Nobody feel any sorry for them. They have to perform now. They have to deliver. Score 100 goals the first season. But when we buy somebody from another team, just because you pushed a lot, you wanted to see a perfect player. So the ego, we have egos, right? People will try to find somebody to blame, okay? It's the food, it's the weather, it's the new country. Let's wait. Because of what you say previously about Tammy Abraham. We didn't buy people to wait here. Didier Drogba, when he came to Chelsea, it was a new project, right? Abramovic just bought the club. We are transitioning. In a transition, nobody really, and we didn't have all this social media bullshit and what that. So, back then, it was different. That's why we waited. But you didn't have Didier Drogba, but you have people who score. Lampard is there to score. You have Chenchenko, even though he didn't do good. But, you still have people who will finish chances from the midfield, from everywhere. You have goals, so you don't really miss Didier Drogba. But right now, we are counting on you, Big Rom. We are counting on you, Timo Werner. That's why we let Tammy Abraham 16 goals go. We want you to score. That's the problem right now. I understand the process, but why are we always so harsh on the young kid from the academy and everybody else? We need to understand their situations. Okay, Collins, we have our own Haaland in Broja. I agree with you. Let me read some comment very quickly. Hey, I sent a link here for, I don't know, almost 2 hours. Nobody want to come to talk. Only Bobby was here with me. So I'm going to leave very soon, man. I'm hungry. I'm sleepy. I feel bad. We lost the game. We are third on the table right now. My neighbors who Manchester United fan have been on my door like the whole day. I just hope Gallagher can do me a favor tomorrow. Okay. David Moyes used the same system as Thomas Tuchel. Yeah. All 4 match games, Leeds at Stamford Bridge. If we lose that, we are Arsenal. Back to driving. All right. We changed to like a back 4, and surprisingly, we won with a Ziyech goal. If there is no midfielder, then James should be placed in to protect the back 4. That's what you meant, right? But who is gonna play in James's place? Aspilicueta, it looks like the manager don't trust him anymore. Remember when Lampard benched Aspilicueta, what people said? But now nobody is saying anything, right? Because it's Thomas Tuchel. Chelsea aren't good playing back four. Rudiger and Jorginho will get exposed. Yeah, exactly. That's why I've been saying the system been protecting them. They are not wow world class as everybody want us to believe, just because they've been protected for 6 months and all of a sudden you forget how awful they were in the past. Those videos are funny. What videos you talking about, Mr. Munaisa? What videos you talking about? Oh, the video that I always make. They're a little bit of fun videos and all that. I don't know what videos. Those videos take me time to come up with an idea. It's a concept, you know. It's just like making a movie. You come up with a, you have to come up with something intellectual to just work on them. And then you have to find those clips. And then you have to ask for permission to use them. Otherwise, you're going to be copyrighted, right? And your channel might be taken down and all that. So it takes time for me to make those videos, ask for permission, take hours to edit them. But at the end, you get so many people insulting you. That's how you get here. It's not time to panic, but injury won't help Chelsea. Player like Mata. Oh, playmaker like Mata. If Lukaku flop, it will be really hurt. It will really hurt you. Okay, I think Reece James deserve rest. I agree with that, but now we don't have time to rest anybody. My biggest concern is Chelsea, the way they play backward all the time. Yeah, Jorginho, right? Jorginho and even Kovacic. I like people who play direct football. No matter what, try to find a solution going forward and not passing back. Do you know Tammy might still be our biggest goal scorer till now, even if more Chelsea play? Yeah, Tammy's still our biggest top scorer, but people didn't want him because he was from the academy. He's English, so we hate them, right? They need to go because they are not Chelsea quality. If you are from the academy, you have to work twice harder than anybody else for people to give you even a little bit of respect. Remember Mason Mount? He was Lampard's son, right? He need to go with his father, blah, blah, blah. Now all the credit goes to Thomas Tuchel. Oh, look at how Thomas Tuchel transformed him. Oh, back then you didn't want to even see him. It wasn't the Chelsea quality. And somebody took a risk on this kid, and all of a sudden, all the credits need to go to somebody else. Okay. Self-inflicting injury. Man United now. West Ham. Yeah, we gave away. We just borrowed this one. David Moyes played the system as Thomas Tuchel, which means it was man to man, and we were not stronger than them. Yeah, I saw some clips us practicing rugby. You know what, guys? I hate those clips that they show us every single day on Chelsea social media. They are laughing, they are having fun, playing basketball. I'm like, hey, get dirty here, right? Play football. Actually play and score some goals in the real game of football. I have enough of you showing us top bins, top corners, and when it comes to the real game and you can't freaking shoot. I don't know about you, but I hate those clips, you know. It's good, it makes you laugh and makes your day and whatever, but flipping hell, just win a game, man. You miss Tammy Abraham. Right now, if I would switch my PL and Champions League season-long large bet from Chelsea to Liverpool, I would. Yeah, do what you gotta do, man. You are a businessman. You know what counts is your pocket. So if your pocket is gonna get hurt because of Chelsea disappointing you, that is your problem. You can, in business, don't put sentiment, right? Sentiment is going to tell you you're gonna win every game. The reality is different. So if you do business, you have to separate business from whatever it is. So people, nobody wanna come here, huh? Nobody wanna come here and talk to me. The link been there for 2 hours, and I'm here for the people, and nobody wanna take courage to come here and talk to me. I think I'm gonna have to disappear like for a couple of months or so. Just get away from this one. I'm one of the few channels that sacrifice my money, my time, my energy, just so I can talk with my friend, my brothers online. Even though you get hurt for no reason, and I give everybody an opportunity to express, help everybody to promote their stuff and order. One of the few people. So if I don't get people coming, it's just sucking my energy, talking myself. I was angry, furious when Lanzini jumped. Phantom.
Okay, so I hope you can hear me. I'm on the road. So
No
anyway,
problem.
are you surprised that nobody wants to come here? I mean, we predicted a draw at the worst, and our team really, really upset us today. And I mean, even Mendy let us down in a Kepa kind of way. So, I mean, are you surprised that no one wants to hang around and linger this weekend over this crap? I mean, look, in the world of even sports entertainment, right? You got college football going on, you got NFL going on. I mean, who wants to dwell on this Chelsea loss? I mean, right now I'm watching I'm listening to the Alabama-Georgia game. That's what I care about. And tonight I care about Michigan versus Iowa. And tomorrow I care about the NFL games. So I mean, out of loyalty, I showed up for you, Wogs. But your question is strange. I mean, after a stinker like this, who would want to come here? When we win and we celebrate, we come in to celebrate and cheer and make us feel good and stuff like that, right? But after a loss, it's like you're asking, why don't you want to come to my funeral or our funeral? It's like the funeral is no fun.
I'm not blaming you at all, because you are always there. When you have time, you jump in.
Right.
So,
I'm here out of loyalty to you today, now, because
I'm talking to other people.
I don't feel like Chelsea even deserves my support. I mean, right now, literally, if I could change my bet from Chelsea to Liverpool for the season, I'd do it, because right now I believe that Liverpool has a better chance of winning the Premier League or the Champions League than we do.
Okay, I respect your opinion, and I'm not blaming you. I just see so many people that you're gonna get messages say, when are you going live? When are you going live? And then go live, and they wanna just listen from you talking for hours. They don't wanna come and participate. But not you. No. I'm not addressing to you because
no. I understand that completely, but it's just the timing. It's when are you gonna go live? It's after we beat whatever team, and then we beat them 5-0, and then we all feel good, and it's like you don't show up for a few hours.
That is a good point, because Chelsea fans are different than other fans, right?
Right.
When Arsenal lose, they're gonna get a lot of people coming and talking and get their frustration out. Man United or other teams. But when it comes to Chelsea, only win count. Like, they don't even watch your reviews if we don't win. So,
well, none of us live on the southern west side of London or wherever Chelsea Stamford Bridge is. We're all from somewhere else, and it's kind of like the Dallas Cowboys or the New England Patriots. These kind of teams they have fans because they have a winning tradition. So once you stop winning, there's no reason for these people to stay, and you can call them flip flop or whatever, but that's why
point.
Chelsea has more fans than Blackburn Rovers or whatever, right?
I completely understand.
More than Bournemouth, right?
Yeah, Chelsea fans are completely different. It's a very tough audience, very, very tough.
Right, and it's not because we are loyal to Chelsea based upon the geographical location. You know, it's not like we're all from Chicago. So Chicago Bear fans will be Chicago Bear fans. Then win, lose, or draw, it doesn't matter. Maybe Arsenal fans are the same way. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Chelsea fans are very different. We're here to watch because Abramovic brought in a winning culture, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I picked the team, because I said, what team should I like in London? Right now, it's not going to be Arsenal. It's not going to be Tottenham because they haven't won. Chelsea looks like the team that's going to win, you know, so that's why I chose Chelsea. I'm just brutally honest about everything.
I don't blame you. That's why you don't get views when you have some crappy result like this.
Right,
Chelsea,
exactly. I mean,
and when you look at other community, oh my goodness, the views, the support they got, even when they lose, you just like, wow. But we are pretty good. We are pretty new in this popularity thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it before the 21st century, I hardly doubt anybody was a Chelsea fan. I'd never even heard of this team before. I've heard of Arsenal. I mean, I wasn't following, English football back then, but I'm just saying, like, probably even at one point, the Blackburn Rovers had more fans than Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
During the Ken, what's his name? The previous owner, his name is Ken something.
Yeah, Ken Bay.
Yeah, Ken Bates. Okay, so during his era, probably there's not a lot of Chelsea fans. So all this is,
I understand. All international.
There's a lot of soft support here. Yep. There's a lot of soft support for Chelsea, and this better be a wake-up call. You know, next week if we lose to Leeds, I'm like
you out. I'm not gonna even see you for weeks, right?
It's just gonna be like that. Hey, I'm probably not gonna be here for the Zenit game because it's a worthless game. It doesn't really mean anything. I mean, yeah, okay, we get to play a better team or not, but if we can't beat whatever better team is out there, then we don't deserve to win Champions League anyways. Right.
Okay. So but hey, tomorrow morning, please join me because we have the girls. You know, I love the girls, right?
Oh, I would watch the girls, but I can't bet on the girls. So if I can't bet on the girls, then
you don't watch them. No business, no support.
Yeah.
No business, no support. So
I'm gonna go and eat now. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you go eat too, and don't waste your time on the rest of today. It's a funeral. It's a funeral.
That's why you have to bye.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Phantom of many topics. He got a lot of hard truth. That is harsh truth to tell people. Hard reality. You have to. That was harsh, but that is the truth, man. The truth will hurt, but it's the truth. Nothing you can do about it. Charles say Arsenal and Manchester United are banter clubs. That's why they have more views. Yeah, it could be one of the reasons. Like, people watch them mostly just to enjoy how they are getting frustrated and all the rant videos. But at Chelsea, for Chelsea fans, they just want to win. If they don't win, they don't care even about watching reviews. Tom, you are in the house. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Cox?
Yeah, we lost, and it's over. It's over. I know you're gonna banter me, but yeah, good luck tomorrow because I see you winning tomorrow with your new manager. I don't know
though.
No, you're gonna win.
Vieira's doing pretty well, to be fair to them.
I don't see anything but a win tomorrow for United. First of all, Chelsea losing is a big motivation for United. The manager bounce thing is real. That guy been working with the team for 48 hours, and that guy is good. That guy is good. He's going to keep them compact, tight. Everybody knows exactly what to do on the field. It's going to be more organized, even though it's not going to be 100% the first day. But tomorrow is the day that you will see identity start building at Man United.
I hear that, Cox. I hear that. And I mean, even with the new manager and everything, you were obviously at Chelsea. You had the chance to have got Rangnick, and obviously you didn't offer him anything long term, so he said no in the end. But even just to touch on your game with it with West Ham, in an ideal world, you are probably the best at the set pieces at the moment. You know, you and West Ham are probably two of the best set piece teams in the world right now.
Yeah.
You know, from set pieces, the danger players that are there, you know, the defenders or the midfielders, both of you have players that can head the ball in the back of the net. There's Antonio, there's Soucek, Rice, there's so many of them for West Ham, Rudiger, Silva, you know, and all you need is one of them to be free and it ends up in the back of the net. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things in the modern game that's quite important is set pieces. And especially if you can convert them into goals, because you're not going to score everything from open play on every day.
Yeah.
Other teams, you see it every week where they'll score a free kick or, you know, it'll be a corner and that, you know, a brilliant header or something, and it wins them the game, just 1-0 or something. In those sort of games, you need those sort of goals. And with the overall performance of West Ham, I didn't think you played. You didn't play perfectly. You weren't at your best, but I think you played well enough in the game where you probably would have deserved maybe a draw, at the very least. I mean,
today was one of those days that the individual mistakes kind of were piling. Everybody was just like not there.
It was kind of like the Arsenal-Man United game in many senses, where it was just one silly mistake from Odegaard and it cost them the game ultimately with a penalty.
Yeah.
And I know obviously there weren't a penalty in your game, but even that with
that
Mendy,
was a well-deserved. Mendy had a chance.
I'm not criticising him because he's been superb, but he should save that.
Yeah. Well, the penalty, Mendy had a chance. He had few seconds to kick the ball. He tried to dribble. That's why he rushed and caused that penalty. Stupid. And the other goal, like he was out of position, coming back, and then boom. It was like a cross and went at the back of the net because he was a little late. So we know that we've been getting on Kepa Arrizabalaga all the time. Kepa. Now we have to be honest enough also to blame Mendy. So Jorginho,
what's going on with him, man? Honestly, what's going on with mistakes? He's just throwing points away for you.
No, he just passed the ball to Mendy and put him under a lot of pressure. Back pass that he didn't have to do it. It was just useless.
He did it against Man United and he cost you a goal.
That's exactly
against us.
Yeah, he did the same.
He's done it again today.
Again today. That caused another goal. So Jorginho, I don't know, one of those days in the office that you break the coffee machine, you break your computer, you break your like everything. You know those days.
Yeah.
In the office, like you don't understand what's going on here. So
are the wheels falling off? Is that what it is, Coach? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Tuchel the wheel.
Tuchel is the wheel. And I don't know if Tuchel is afraid of Rangnick because the professor is here, so he's panicking.
Where was his mentor?
I don't know what is going on.
He was his mentor. He turned him from a player and made him interested in coaching. Yeah.
So man.
When he was really, really young.
Ooh. Give me your lineup for tomorrow, United, before we leave. United, what would you like to see for your starting 11?
Well, what I'd like to see first and foremost is I want to see Donny van de Beek put in there instead of Scott McTominay. For me, the lad needs dropping. He looks fatigued or tired. Something's just not right with him. He's got no confidence at all. The lad needs a rest and needs a break. Shove somebody in there who's full of energy, full of legs, and just needs to go out there and at least have a bit of expression about themselves. Get some minutes under the belt from not playing for a really long time since someone like Van der Beek. Fred for me starts. He's been, in the last 3 games with Carrick, where Carrick was in charge, he's been good. I don't know what's happened. We're starting to see that he's actually Brazilian underneath it all. Underneath it all, he's actually Brazilian. I never knew. With the way that he plays, he normally plays. He doesn't play like a South American player. Now he's starting to actually play like one, where you're pressing the game, dictating the game in midfield. But even on that, I would want to see De Gea in that. Undroppable at the moment, De Gea for me, regardless of the goals that he can see, some of the saves that he pulls off, especially more recently. It's in some games I think we'd have lost the double digits if we didn't have him in there. Especially Liverpool and vice versa, and other games, City and stuff, Watford. And I mean, even with the back 4, people say about Maguire had a decent game and everything. He will start tomorrow. Absolutely will start.
Yeah.
I think for me, the team will be De Gea, probably Maguire and Lindelof because Varane's out. I think he'll stick with Tellers, you know. I don't think he'll play short. I think he'll throw a bit of a curveball, and I think he'll play with Tellers tomorrow.
Yeah, is Shaw fit? Is Luke Shaw fit?
I think he is fit, but I don't know if he'll be fit enough to play. He might be on the bench, but I'd probably play Tellers left back. Delo against Arsenal, I thought, gave us something that we haven't seen in a long time, and an attacking output. And I think in a game like Crystal Palace, you can afford to throw bodies forward so long as you've got the right defensive shape that's not going to catch short on the counter-attack. With a team like Palace, which is going to be the aim, isn't it, really, for them? Sit back, be hard to break down and play on the counter-attack. It's what they do all the time away from home, not even just under Vieira, even under Hodgson, and they got the results, ultimately. So something works in that team. Like I said, midfielder, go Fred, Van der Beek, and probably you're going to have to start Fernandes, aren't you? You know, it's box standard. He's got to play every single game. Front three for me, I would... Ronaldo, how can you drop him? I mean,
you can't block.
You can't drop him. No, I understand giving him a rest every now and then. The man's 36 and stuff, and he needs, you know, he's not as fit as a fiddle like he used to be, even though he can play like one. But at some point, everybody needs a break and needs a rest. But I don't think tomorrow should be the day. Rashford for me, again, it's similar to McTominay. He's fatigued, tired, or that injury's hit him hard and he's not fully recovered yet. Something's just not right with him. He's not his usual self, you know, active, it's as if he's scared to just take people on now, Cogs, in a way. I don't know if that's due to injuries and he's that fear of getting hurt, or, you know, having a major setback or major blow again with another injury or something, you know, whether that plays on the mind psychologically or anything. But I would start Sancho tomorrow, and I would start Greenwood alongside Ronaldo in a front three, because he already talked in the press conference that he wants to implement a youthful sort of side, a youthful sort of system, and three players that he mentioned which straight away stand out, not just to Rangnick, but I think to a lot of Man United fans about young players in the squad, is Rashford, Greenwood and Sancho. That is ideally Man United's front three for the next decade or so. Yeah, that's what a lot of Man United fans see. When Ronaldo leaves and Cavani and stuff, that's what we're going to be left with for the next 5, 6, maybe even 7, 8 years.
Yeah, man. Tom, listen, man. I've been here for 2 hours. I have to go and do something else. I'm just tired, man. And I might do your game tomorrow. Would you join me tomorrow for sometimes if you see me live? So you can.
Yeah. I might do it. Depends what time I get home from work with traffic.
Just come and tell us. You know, for 5 minutes, say something, and then, you know, I might be doing watch along. Depend on how I woke up in the morning, really. If I don't know. I'm just done, man. I'm discouraged and all that. But hey, Tom, thank you for helping, brother, and see you tomorrow.
Thanks for having me anyway, Cox. Take care, bud.
Thanks, man. All right, people. So I'm about to leave. Thank you so much for Tom. And one more question. No questions, right? People are tired. So the link was there for people to call. You didn't want to call, so I'm going to have to go. And Munaisa said that I really need a revenge. Revenge against who? Against West Ham. They always beat us. Under Moyes, they've been beating us just like babies. Okay, so I really appreciate your presence. Thank you so much, people. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, go watch more videos on the Green Turf YouTube channel. I made my match review over there. You're gonna find also my player ratings. Go there, let your voice heard, okay? Let your voice heard. Comment, banter me, attack me if you want. Let's have a conversation. On Green Turf right now, we have some cool videos over there, a lot of analysis, and I will be back tomorrow for the girls, because our girls are gonna play tomorrow against Arsenal. That is gonna be a final of the FA Cup Women Division. So I'm gonna be very happy, pumped. Hopefully they can they can give me some morale tomorrow, you know what I mean? So I'll be doing the same times, women game, and also keep an eye on the Man United game, you know? So it's gonna be kind of 2 or 3 games the same times on the screen. You know how it goes, right? But the girls are the game that we're gonna focus because we need to respect our mamas, right? So say good luck to Chelsea women. Hopefully we can win that damn FA Cup tomorrow, and then we can have some joy, you know, this weekend. You know what I mean? Because the weekend is completely done, man. It's done. The weekend is dead. So if we win tomorrow, that FA Cup, and then I'm back again. I'm gonna give my energy back. Okay. See you people, and God bless you, and good night or good day or good evening or whatever. Good evening. Good evening. Anyways, people, I'm gonna have to run and go.
You know, you have some players who need more rhythm to get into it, and maybe Raz is somebody who needs that more. I'm personally a player who needs that also, so sometimes it's tough to play one game not, one game yeah. But obviously it's the manager that has to make choices, and you know, it's very hard. We have a group of players, 22, 23 internationals who are unbelievable. Somebody who needs that more. I'm personally a player who needs that also. So sometimes it's tough to play one game not, one game yeah. But obviously it's the manager. And maybe Raz is somebody who needs that more. I'm personally a player who needs that also. So sometimes it's tough to play one game not, one game yeah. But obviously it's the manager that has to make choices, and you know, it's very hard. We have a group of players.